Okay, hi guys. Gonna go through my SOB account. Little better clubs on this one. I have an APOC 2. On the first hole, I think I'm gonna try and go for the green with the APOC 2. I haven't, yesterday I just, on the other accounts, laid up, and today, so I have some notes for my accounts yesterday. Not the best notes, that's for sure. But should be able to put some stuff together here. If I don't get off to a good start, I'll probably just bogey out again and then qualify tomorrow. I think this 30 is going to be a bit difficult, so I think the carryover is going to be important. So I want to get off to a good start. So I'll pause it out during their shots. Okay, so let's see if we can reach. We can reach in expert. So I'm going to try it with 2 backspin, and I'm going to go. Let's see here. I'll go yellow ring just inside the rough. Let's try that. Actually, maybe a little more here. I'll play yellow ring on the rough line. Let's see if that works. Stretched out. And we're just going to play a big curl. So I'm coming in a little too right, it looks like. Okay, so 2 backspin certainly isn't going to get us there. So I wonder if maybe 2 topspin will make it. About 2-ish topspin. And the idea is just to be somewhere around the green for an easy chip in. I did sink this a couple times yesterday just from laying up in the fairway and have some numbers for that. But I think if you have like this account, the APOC 2 or a higher level extra mile, I think going for it is a good payoff. So it looks like, 2 topspin might be the right shot. It's interesting from the closer tee though, that you can't make it with that shot. So that's where I landed. So the line was pretty good, even though I hit great right. I like the line that I hit. Okay, so that's something to work with. So these shots, it's about, I'd say about a 20-yard shot. I'm gonna play at 0.5, a little bit more than half of min. I'm gonna put no spin on it, just something like that. Play about half a ring. Okay, so that's good. So now we can keep playing and not, because if I miss that, I probably would want to bogey out. So we'll keep playing, see what we can do. So I'm going to write down in my notes, we'll try that shot again. Yellow ring when we were stretched out was just inside the rough line. And then full curl. With an extra mile, you would probably have to play a little more right because you won't have that curl. Maybe might even have to slice it a little bit. I'm not sure. But if you do have a lower level APOC, it looks like we can reach. We'll try 2 topspin next time. Okay, so for hole 2, I'm going to play +5 with wind arrow. Down in there like that. Let's see what I had written down here. +5 with arrow. Max minus 0.2. So there's max. I'm going to go 4 back and 1 left. Came close on this one yesterday with this shot. So let's go at it right about something like that. We'll play 1.9. Okay, so that's not enough. So we got to play the whole max there, I think, with this club. The notes I had might have been for a lower level Goliath. So with a Goliath 7, max +5 with arrow. And no minus. We'll see on that one next time. Okay, so for hole 3, I'm playing katana and a rock, and my notes are saying don't go too far. And the reason for that is because I want to hit a sniper on the next shot. So I'm going to play it, I think it was about the +0 mark for this rock. Here, it might be, if you have this is a rock 5, you just have to look at your power. I'm even going to come back a little further. I want to make sure I'm hitting a sniper into this hole. So just going to play straight up with the wind arrow, 2-2, it's about 1-1. Then we'll write our yardage down here. We should be around, hopefully around the 302 mark. 309, shit. So I think that, see how that's even a little too far, I think. Okay, so 309, so I might be hitting a Goliath here. And that's the other thing, if you want to go up the fairway further, that's fine, but just to know that you're going to be in the long iron, and I would just rather be hitting a sniper into this pin than a Goliath just for the ball guide. But we'll give it a look and see. Okay, so we should be right in the min line. Oh, well, looks like we got some room here, so that's good. Okay, that's strange, because at 308 the other day that I had written down, I was too far. Maybe because I might have had a higher power ball on. Okay, so we're 3-4 with the sniper. That's the min right there. So we'll see, we're going to push up a little bit, get some spin on it. I'm going to say about 2 backspin we'll try. And we just want somewhere you can see it wiggling in there. So that's our little sticky zone in there. And I'm going to try it right in the min at 3-1. Oh, see, that is fucking glitchy as fuck again. I'm sure this is the same fucking thing I did the other day. Okay, so we just took some power off. See, might get lucky here. So I was right that 309 is just too far. Unless you want to go higher with more backspin, but I don't like that shot because you probably don't get in that little funnel there. Okay, so I think if I get that one again, what I'll do is I'll go up higher with more backspin, but I would really prefer to be at about 300. So off the tee, I think I would make the same shot, but only 1 topspin. I think I played 3 topspin, and my rock 4 I think only has 1 topspin, and that's probably what happened. On my other account, I'm sure it was a rock 4. So that extra 2 spin made me go too far. So I'm going to pull back next time, go to the +0 mark, and then even pull back a couple more yards with 1 topspin, and that should leave us comfortably into a sniper that we can adjust. Okay, so for hole 4, I'm going to use a navigator. Whatever long iron has the best ball guide. And what I did is I just put 2-2. I'm just going to play it straight up at mid distance. Now, there's a bit of a sticky zone in here as well, so we gotta. I'm gonna play half a backspin, maybe something like that, and let's see. I think this hole, I'm not sure we'll ever drop it. It just seems to be kind of glitchy, so I'm gonna try that at 1 ring. See how this looks. Okay, so on that one, so I think what might be good here is do the same thing that I just did exactly, and then before you shoot, make whatever spin it was I played there. I think it was 1 left, but maybe now change that to just no spin or one right. I think just changing the spin after you've aligned it with the hole to compensate for the wind effect, that probably will get us a little closer. But this hole, I'm not seeing people dropping this. I've looked online, haven't found much for this hole in any division for that matter. Okay, so for hole 5, I'm just going to. It's sort of a sort of a weird hole. I'd rather play. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's play a higher power ball. So let's see what I got here. What's this thing? That's power 5. I don't really have. Oh, maybe this ball here. So I'm going to try a power 5 ball here. And my idea is, it's not for this shot, it's for the next one. I want to be able to see my sniper guide. The problem with this shot is the tee shot. I can't see very well, so I'm just going to put red, let's say red to rough there. I'm going to play just a touch of curl. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so that looks, well, maybe still a little too far. I just want those trees. Might be okay. The idea is here for the power 5 ball is for this shot. If you have a higher level sniper, if you don't have a higher level sniper, it doesn't matter because you're just gonna, you can use a Titan or whatever and just smash a whatever 3-wood just onto the green. But because I want to take advantage that I do have a little better ball guide, that I might be able to get this close. Okay, so you can see I want to play, I think, down in this. It seems to come in a little better from this side here, if I remember right. So you can see that tree sort of getting in my way. Okay, so I'm going to try something like that. I'm guessing on rings now because I'm running out of time. I'm going to guess about 5 rings. And I'm going to play a touch of curl to get around that tree. You can see the tree getting in my fucking ball guide. Let's see how this works out. Fucking still hot, eh? I was hot yesterday on this one too. It doesn't look like it should come in hot, but that it always does. So I think a good lesson on this one is to make sure you're just, see that hump on the right where this guy's playing? So about 10 yards into the green, you can see the hump there. And I think what I'm doing is landing on the bottom end of that hump and getting a sort of a speed roll there. You can see that this hole, you can't see the pin. It's an uphill shot, this shot, which, you're going to play less, it's going to be less rings pulling. I just don't have this one down yet for sure. I think rolling up somehow back and I think from either corner, like coming in left to right or coming in right to left is where you're going to find it getting to the hole. Trying to go at it seems to miss from what I've noticed in expert and in rookie. So we'll keep our eye on this one. But an easy eagle. Okay, so for this hole here, I'm playing just plus 10 APOC. And what I'm going to do is I just want to bounce it on the rough. Okay, so you can see, just aim for the middle of the rough there. Okay, I'm going to come back just a touch because it's going to bounce a little further because the wind's going that way. So I'm going to play at 1.3. And the most important thing on this shot is just to make sure you hit it perfect. So you can play this shot with any driver, like an extra mile or whatever. Just look at that bounce, to bounce into the rough there. See that? And then it's just going to roll out here, and we're going to be in the fringe and just have an easy chip in here. That's the easiest way to play this hole. I hit great left yesterday and I went in the bunker, and if you have a good sand wedge, put a sand wedge in this and a roughing iron with your best ball guide, and there's a huge funnel from that bunker there that you should be able to get it in with great left, great right, whatever from there. But that definitely looks like the best shot. I don't like this through the tree shot. You know, any driver should do that. You can see the second bounce just going into that fringe, max plus 10. Okay, so for hole 7, yesterday I had been trying the rough bump all day with no success, so I'm just going to go back to this shot. I'm totally blind. I don't have any notes or anything on it. I'm just going to play it like I think it is. So I'm going to go 4 backspin, 1 left. Go sort of right at it. So I'm going to try and bounce just before the fringe there and let it roll out. So let's see how this works. I'm just going to go 3-1 straight up with the arrow in mid distance, so about 1-5. See how this works out. So that's pretty close.
About that 93-year-old woman in Oregon.
A 90-who-year-old in Oregon?
This 93-year-old woman in Oregon was locked in her house, and she ran.
Okay, so let's take another look at that. I got just distracted there. So I think it was 4 down and 1 left. We changed that because that looks a little too hot there. So 4 down, 1 left. And lining up sort of the ball guide, see with the grid line, sort of going at the hole. It's bouncing before the fringe. Let's see, yeah, right in there. Okay, and we played plus 10 mid, I think, 1-5, is that right? Yeah. And this, the weight is perfect here. So, and we're just a touch right of the hole. So I think the shot is going to be do the exact same thing as that and then add a click of left spin at the end. And that'll be really close. So we'll write all that stuff down for the next time. So Goliath, 4 down, 1 left, bounce before fringe. I played with the arrow, but when it looks like it's about the same as mid plus 10. So mid plus 10, add, I'll say 0.3 left after lining up. And I bet that'll be real close on the next one. Okay, good. We'll go to the next. Okay, so on this one here, I'm going to play Titan, and I'm going to play a rock, and you can play with any rock here. Red ring to left rough, and I'm going to play about a ring north of the bottom rough line there. I'm going to play max right, only 1 topspin, and just straight up with the wind arrow, so 4-0, 4-3 is max, so we're going to be about 4-1 probably, since we're not quite in the max, and we're bringing it back, so 4-1-ish. And this should take us right, hopefully, to about 305, I think, somewhere around the 305 mark, and that's even better, maybe about 308, 306, okay, so 306. So I'm going to give the rough bump one last try here, maybe. I'm going to look at it, and if I don't like it, then I'm just going to play this shot that he's playing. Yesterday I did the rough bump. 0.3 back, 0.2 right. 307 was max minus 0.1, so we'll do that. That was a nice shot. Okay, so we'll get Goliath in. Whatever the max is, 4-2. So we're going to play it 2-2. So 0.3 back, roughly, something like that, and 0.2 right. It's sort of glitchy in there. See, that looks like it's going to come in too hot, but I'll give it a try. So 2-2 from here. I think this is going to be our best way at sinking it, but if this doesn't come close, then I might just go back to the bounce over. Well, we're not going to find out now, are we? Actually, that weight was pretty good, wasn't it? And hit great left. So that's going to be pretty close if I hit perfect, I think. Okay, so we'll give that another try. So at 306, we were still max point, minus 0.1. At 306, at 307, and at 30, what's the other one? At 301, it was just max. Okay. Okay, so something to look at. I think you need the Titan on that shot to get enough power there. I think, if I remember right. So that's why I was using a Titan. Okay, we'll go to the last. Okay, so on hole 9, I have a nice shot here. I'm going to play a big topper power hook, and what you need to do is make sure you have a Saturn in the bag or a Tsunami, something with with the good backspin. And also I would put an Amazon. I don't have one on this account, so I can't, but I would put an Amazon in the bag if you have one of those, because that'll make you, if you do get caught up in the rough, you'll have quite an easy second shot with just all the backspin. So I'm not sure, my big topper on this account's a 5. I don't know how I got that high so fast. And so on a big topper 1 or 2, I'm going to show you is an 8 ring adjustment. And on a big topper 3 or 4, I know it's a 10 ring adjustment. So I have a big topper 5. I'm going to go a little in between and play 11 because I'm not sure if it's different or not. So we'll give it a go. And I would use here either a berserker or some power 5 ball. I have a ball that's the same as sort of a berserker but has one more side spin, so I'm going to give that a try. And the reason for this shot, it's not that you can't play like this guy did and then play a big dog, but that shot's kind of tough. I mean, it's just not a gimme shot. So I think this is the right way to play. So how I'm lining it up is I'm stretching it out and I'm putting the white ring in that left rough. Okay, and now I'm going to pull it over to the right 11 ring. So there's 1, and then there's 10 more. I'm going to play all the left and all the top I can. And see how this works out. So see how far down we get here. And now, so because it's a big topper 5, I think it even went further than normal. I actually have a shot at the hole here. So that's interesting. That I wish now that I didn't have a Saturn in the bag, but well, we'll see. I might need that backspin. I haven't been that far down yet. I was just before the bunker with the big topper 2, I think it was, and then just hit a Saturn onto the green with max backspin, and you might get lucky. There's a backstop sort of in the back that'll come back to the hole, and I'm not sure we'll have the time to dial that shot in. But you can see how that shot made the hole real easy. And even if you happen to get caught up in the rough, like I said, and you have an Amazon or a better roughing iron, maybe or a better off-roader it should make your second shot pretty easy. So let's see, we're going to be, what do I have? A Kingfisher. See, that's, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to suck out, I think, and see, I'd like to try and go for the dunk here. Okay, I think I'm just going to wimp out. I'm going to, and just play a softie in there. So I knew that I wouldn't go too far. I was actually trying to dunk it, but so that's interesting. I was in between clubs. So if I had have had either a longer short iron would have been perfect and go for a dunk that way, like a thorn, but I probably still would be in between clubs there. Or you could play a thorn. Yeah, thorn would be good from where I was and then just overpower it. That's probably the best shot there. So I would put a thorn in the bag as well, just in case you get to where I was. And then you can play an overpowered backspin shot. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is, just making some notes. If you guys have some shots, make sure you message me so we can try them if you're getting something dialed in. And hope this helps you, and we'll see you next time.